I've now created just over 100 videos on YouTube. This is number 101. And I've learned a couple of things through that time, and I want to share those with you and also give you a little bit of an insight into where things are going in the next year or so. So let's get into it. This is my 101st YouTube video, and so I wanted to pause for just a moment and to give you a little bit of an update on, first of all, what I've learned while I've been doing this, including some of the things that I've found you do like and don't like. And some of these I think you'll find really interesting. Well, at least I did, so maybe you will as well. I'm also going to talk about what's coming up on this channel over the next 12 months or so, and I'm going to talk about how you can help this channel and also help yourself. So let's talk first of all about what I've learned over the last, however many years. It's been a couple of years now, just producing one video a week for this YouTube channel. Now, when you talk to YouTubers, they will often tell you that you need to produce more than one a week. Really about 3 a week, I think, is the path to maximum growth. But I've got lots of other things that I do, particularly looking after Master New Testament Greek members, creating courses for them and helping them really get through beginning Greek and intermediate Greek and learn the whole of the New Testament so that they can read it fluently. So that's really my goal, and that's where I spend most of my time. But I use this YouTube channel to help people like you as well for free. So I want to produce free content. I want to help other people. I know not everybody can afford to join a membership or pay fees or all those kinds of things. So I want to help with some of those kinds of things as well. And also draw attention. That's one of the great things about YouTube, is I can use this to draw attention to the value of learning Greek and how it can change you and your life and the lives of those who you minister to and serve. And this is one of the things that really is exciting to me, because every person who learns biblical Greek and loves the Word of God more as a result of that is somebody who then takes that knowledge and spreads it, and spreads that love, and spreads the love of Christ at the same time. That's really exciting to me. So I want to encourage you, if you've benefited from these in any way, I'd love to hear from you and see your comments in the comment section below as well. Always do that. I mean, I look at comments multiple times per week just to sort of make sure I've kept up with them all, and it's a joy to sort of follow along, hear your comments and your feedback, and get your feedback on what you think I should be doing in the YouTube channel as well. That's always great. So thank you so much for that. So after 100 videos, one of the things that I found are the most popular. For instance, what are the things that you all find the most helpful? Well, I went through my videos, my top videos, and I looked at which ones were the most popular, and really the most popular fit into two categories. The first category of most popular videos on this channel really is what I call guides. These guides are guides that sort of lead you through something related to Greek. The number one video that I've created, and I created it just a few months ago, the number one video I've created on this channel so far is Learn Biblical Greek Free. And I'll leave a link to that up here so you can follow along and watch that video later on if you want to. But Learn Biblical Greek Free, because people want to learn Biblical Greek and a lot of people don't have the money to spend. And I knew this video would be popular because I know people don't want to spend money on Greek, but they want to learn Greek. And so putting together a video just explaining where you can get good resources, what kind of resources you'll need, and where to go for them. And kind of also, the other thing with that video that I really loved is that I explain in that why that free stuff is not sufficient, right? It's not enough just to have the tools. There are other things you need as well. And so that's really one of the benefits of being able to put together a YouTube channel, is you get to share kind of your view a little bit. So that's my most popular video, and not by a whole lot, but it is my most popular video. The second video that is super popular, and this one was a real surprise to me when I figured this out like a year ago, was 3 reasons not to buy an interlinear. 3 reasons not to buy an interlinear. Who would watch that, right? But it turns out that a lot of people, particularly people who are reading the New Testament, who are reading the New Testament in English, they go and get an interlinear Bible, and they think because they can look at the words and see what word it is and so on, that they know Greek, or that it's enough Greek to move along with or whatever. And it's just not. So I really wanted to say, you know what? It's not a good idea to go and buy an interlinear. If you really want to know the Greek, don't do word studies. Don't use an interlinear. Learn the language. It's not that hard. Okay, it is hard, but it's not that hard. It's not insurmountable. And so I wanted to encourage people who are using interlinears to actually start considering to learn the language itself. So this video is actually really popular. It's the #2 video on my channel overall. And that's another one of these guidance kind of videos that don't do this. You know, here's the reasons why. The third video that fits under this guidance kind of category is a video I did with Dr. Bill Barrick just over, not quite 18 months ago, a little while ago anyway. Bill Barrick is a Hebrew, Old Testament Hebrew scholar. Really good. One of my mentors. I love him and I love his work, and you can find him at drbarrick.org. So the thing with him is we sat down together, literally sat down together, and we argued. Should we learn Hebrew first or should we learn Greek first? Which is the best language to start with? And we agreed, actually, ironically. You'd think that an Old Testament professor would say, no, you got to learn Hebrew. But no, Greek was the language we both agreed was a great language to start with. So if you want to find out why, then I encourage you to go watch that video and you'll find a link to that up here as well. The second category of videos that has been really popular on this channel that I've found is really reviews. And there are 3 videos that fit into this category altogether. And the first one is my Logos 9 review that I did just a few months ago when Logos 9 was first released. And so you can find this video, I will leave a link to that up here as well. This is my #3 video in total on my channel. The Hebrew Greek one with Dr. Barrick is #4. This is #3. The next 2 videos though, #5 and 6, are also review videos. The 5th most popular video I've done on this channel is my library tour, which I did with my old setup in my old office before we relocated to this new office where I have reduced the number of books on display. But I had a lot of people saying, look at all those books behind you, can you take us through them? So I did, and I did an office tour, and this is my 5th most popular video on this channel. People love books. That's one of the things I've found on this YouTube channel. People who are into Greek are into books, and that means that reviews on whatever, really, are really popular. The next video that's wildly popular, well, not wildly popular, but popular on this channel is how do I choose a Greek New Testament? So this is another video I thought, I'll talk through a few things and see what happens, and it's become really popular. So it's one that I'll revisit as time goes on over and over again. And speaking of videos, the other thing that's been kind of popular has been the video reviews that I've done on different Greek grammars. In fact, of all the Greek grammars I've reviewed, Rodney Decker's Greek grammar is my most highly watched Greek grammar review. Some of the others are up there as well, but that's easily my most popular one. So I've found that people who like Greek, like books, like reviews, and so that's a little overview of those. But what do you not like? And this is where things get really interesting. First up, things that in the world of Greek are battleground subjects, such as pronunciation, grammar translate method versus natural language acquisition. Nobody cares about those things. The highly technical Greek discussions, nobody cares about that. And you do videos on those and they don't get high watch time. And probably the reason for that is that most of the people who are watching this video are not highly advanced Greek scholars. Most of the people who watch this are actually people who are interested in learning Greek, perhaps a little way through beginning Greek, and struggling with motivation. And that leads me to the next thing that I've found that's not super popular, though this is probably the area I get the most feedback about, and that is motivation. Now, I've been very diligent to try and create videos, especially in the beginning, that focused on how to stay motivated when you're learning biblical Greek. And these are the videos I get the most email and comments about generally, because people have found these to be really encouraging. However, they don't get a lot of watches. People don't watch them as much as they would watch, say, a review. And again, I think part of the reason for that comes down to the kind of people who are watching this video and the kind of things that we're really drawn to. A lot of people aren't necessarily feeling in the throes of motivational despair at any given time, but they're keen to watch a video about a book. So just really interesting to see what's not popular. The other thing I've found that has not been super popular is theology. And maybe this is fair enough to some extent, but when I've done things like, the discussion on inerrancy that I did a little while ago, which is one that I did on purpose, and I didn't think it would be really popular, but I did it because it's a value that I have. It's something that I find is really important, and I want to just make sure that as a viewer, you know where I stand with some of those subjects that I find and I believe are quite important. So I wanted to put that video out there, even though it's not super popular, because it's just important for you to know where I stand on some of those things, and also I want to make a stand for some of those things that I find are really important as well. So videos that are related to theological subjects like that aren't super popular on this channel, but I think in many cases they're still very important and they're worth having on the channel, even if not as many people watch them. So then, what's coming up on the channel? Having learnt these things, what is coming up on this channel in the future? Well, first up, I'm going to continue to make videos at the rate of one video every week. And I want to encourage you, I'm not going to charge you for those videos. Obviously, I just want to put that out there and make sure that I'm putting good information out that is helpful and encouraging to you as well as you're pursuing your knowledge and love for the Word of God through the languages, right? But I'm going to continue to create these reviews, and one of the things that I've loved doing over the last 12 months is these grammar reviews. I'm going to continue to do that, in fact expand that, so not just beginning Greek grammars, but we're going to get into intermediate Greek grammars and more advanced Greek grammars as well. I'm also going to start putting up here some student success stories. Now these are Master New Testament Greek members who have gone through beginning Greek and have completed beginning Greek, or at least are learning and reading multiple books of the New Testament by this stage. And the reason I wanted to do this is because I want to encourage more people to consider reading Greek. And if I can take ordinary stories of ordinary people, as in people like you and I, and help you to see that you don't have to be an academic genius or a PhD or whatever to be able to learn biblical Greek, then that would encourage more people to learn Greek. So that's what I want to encourage you with as well. You don't have to be a genius to learn Greek. You do have to just put some time into it, and lots of these people, lots of the Master New Testament Greek members have done just that. It's just been that slow, consistent progress, and they've made huge gains over a period of time, and I want to share their stories and their progress with you as well. So watch out for that as we go along in the next few months. Finally, this year I want to do a few more live streams because I really want to connect with you more who are those who aren't subscribed to a Master New Testament Greek membership or whatever. I want to encourage you to engage with me, and I want to share with you and whatever you're struggling with as well, which leads me to the next question really. What do you want to see on this channel in 2021? I'd love to hear from you. Put your comment in the comment section below and let me know. And nothing is out of the questions, right? So I'm willing to, whatever you put down there, I may not do everything, but I'm certainly very interested, and your ideas spark my ideas, which helps me to put something together that's going to be engaging and something that you're going to love, hopefully, as well. So that's what's coming in 2021, and leave your comments below and let me know what you'd like to see coming this year as well. Finally, I want to just leave a little plug here for how you can help. Now, it takes a little bit of time to create these videos and edit them. In fact, one of the things I've found is that editing videos is one of the most time-consuming things that you can do. In fact, what I've done over the last 12 months is actually hire an editor to help me edit these videos, and that's been huge. And so now I've got some costs and things like that are associated with this channel, and I wanted to just provide you with an opportunity to support this channel if you want to. Now, you don't have to. I'm going to continue to put out a free video every week. No change is going to be taking place there. I'll still do YouTube live streams occasionally. I haven't done much of those over the last 12 months, but that's one of the things I want to do this year a little bit more. So none of that's going to change, but this really gives you an opportunity to support the work that we're doing here and to help me to continue to put out great videos on a regular weekly basis. So there's two ways that you can support this channel. The first way is what I'm calling the Master New Testament Greek Coffee Club. Now, YouTube has for a little while allowed certain channels to create its own memberships on the YouTube platform, and that's what this is. So I'm taking advantage of YouTube's own membership platform here, and for the price of pretty much a cup of coffee every month, I'm going to provide you with some extra bonuses. First up, Coffee Club members will get access to videos before they are released. As soon as I upload them, I will put a link in the community tab, and they will be able to watch those videos before they go live. So that's one perk. If you want to watch a video earlier than its actual release date, then that's one way to do it. Another thing is going to be badges. People who have a badge will show up in the comment section below, and they will have a badge. And so the badges just go through the Greek alphabet: alpha, beta, gamma, delta. And I thought of calling it the alpha force, the beta force, the gamma force, and delta. I didn't. Anyway, so it's going to go through the alphabet: alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, and zeta. Okay, depending on how long you've been a Coffee Club member for. So those badges, you watch out for those below. You'll see those with people who are commenting regularly. So that's the first thing you'll find is once you join, is you'll get those badges. Another thing I'm offering to Coffee Club members is every quarter I'm going to sit down on a Zoom call with a scholar or a Greek, somebody who's an expert in some area of Greek or something related to Greek. We're going to sit down and we're going to just have a conversation. And I want to invite Coffee Club members to join that call as well. So it'll be a live call. You'll be able to join and you'll be able to ask questions and get feedback as well. So that's going to be coming up this quarter, starting from sometime in the next couple of months. I'll schedule the first one, and Coffee Club members will be able to join these. Now, these are also going to be part of the Master New Testament Greek community and mastery memberships, which I'll talk about in just a moment. All of this is just going to be taking place here on YouTube, and so what you should be able to find is on the channel homepage there is a community tab, and that community tab will have special posts just for Coffee Club members. So if you want to support this channel, you can go ahead and become a Coffee Club member, which is essentially the price of a cup of coffee every month. It's about $5 US a month, about $7.99 New Zealand. So if you want to join and support this channel, that's a great way to do it. Now, if you want more help with your Greek and you want to support the work that I'm doing, I want to invite you to become a Master New Testament Greek community member. Now, this is not related to YouTube at all. This is part of the offerings that I've had for a little while now. This is more expensive. It's $25 a month, but you get a lot more for it. For instance, you'll get access to our weekly office hours call. Now, every week I jump on a call and I just answer any questions, and we work through a Greek, like a sentence. It's kind of like the Daily Dose of Greek, but we're going to do it live, right? So we'll do a check-in, see how you're getting on with your Greek, and then we'll talk through any issues or questions you happen to be having, and we'll talk through a Greek passage as well. Second thing we're going to do is we do a Greek text reading call each week. In fact, we have 2 of these. This month, we're going to be reading through the book of Jude together. And what we do is we just take that text and we just read through it together on a call. Discuss anything that happens to come up, talk about any syntactical questions and discussions, and so on and so forth. There are 2 of these calls. We both go through the same material, and we change this up. So every month we change it to something else. So this month it's going to be the book of Jude. Next month it'll be something from the Apostolic Fathers. The month after that, back to the New Testament. And then the month after that, we're going to read something from the Septuagint, the Greek translation of the Old Testament. So this is a great way to expand your knowledge of the Greek New Testament, or Greek in general from the Koine period, in a group and get the most from that. Not only that, you get to join the Master New Testament Greek community. And so even if you can't make those calls, the replays of those calls will be made available inside the community so that you can watch them later on. And in addition to that, of course, you get to ask people in the community questions, communicate, share your experience and your progress, and you'll see the progress of other Master New Testament Greek members as you sort of work through it. And this is going to be an encouragement to you to keep growing as you learn the Greek of the New Testament. As a Master New Testament Greek community member, you also get to join our Reading Academy. Every month we take a book related to either the Greek language or something related to the background in Greek, like New Testament backgrounds, or this month it's a New Testament survey, and we read that together. And then at the end of the month, we get on a call to talk about what we read, what we learned, and what we've benefited from reading this text together. Now, these are a great way of making sure you are actually growing in your knowledge of the New Testament and Greek generally. We read books from, like this month is a New Testament survey, next month is a book on linguistics. Last month we went through D.A. Carson's exegetical fallacy. So we vary this again between something that's broadly applicable and then something that's much more specific to Greek. And either way, these are a great call and well worth, just even if you only do every second book, you're going to be reading 6 books a year related to the subject. So this is a great way of just continuing to learn and grow by reading good books and working and thinking through those books critically as well. And finally, every week I send an email to all Master New Testament Greek members, be it community members or mastery members, and update them on what's coming up this week, what calls are on, when they're on, anything that's changed, and things that have happened inside the community. So this is a weekly email that members get as well, and that's part of the Master New Testament Greek community membership too. Now, to sign up for these, you should see below this, you should see a join button. That's the link to join the Coffee Club, the Master New Testament Greek Coffee Club. And if you want to join the Master New Testament Greek community membership, go to mntg.me/community. Okay, mntg.me/community or masterntgreek.com/community. Either way, you should get to that page. That will tell you about the community membership and give you a way to sign up for it. So if you want to support this channel, that'll be great. If you don't, no pressure. I'm still going to continue to create a new video every week, and I would love to hear from you. What do you want to see in these videos? Leave a comment in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you there as well. Whatever you do this year, as you continue to grow in your knowledge of the Word of God and Greek, keep taking small, consistent steps toward mastery. Seriously, that is the way to keep going toward mastery. It's not about diving in and spending a week in the language to try and master it. No, it's about small, consistent steps, moving the knowledge from the short-term memory to long-term memory over a period of time. I'd love to be able to serve you and support you, and I look forward to doing that here on this channel, or perhaps in one of the memberships we've just talked about. Thanks for watching. Thank you for your support. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. We'll see you then.